Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. I am sitting in a 2025 BMW X1 M35i. It sounds like a mouthful, but don't worry. LJ's going to take your hand and I'm going to walk you through everything that this has to offer, talk about some specs, some features, talk about the outside, the inside, show you guys what the X1 is all about. I will warn you, my favorite SUV is the X5. BMW takes the X5, makes it smaller, calls it the X3, takes it one step smaller, calls it the X1. That's the math to how we got here. So whenever you see the M badge on any BMW, it automatically should give you that trigger of, a little hint of sporty. So there isn't an M1, but if you see numbers after the M whatever it is, so it's an M135i, that means it's the M Sport package. So this comes with a lot of M Sport goodies. And one of the best M Sport goodies that this comes with is this engine. 312 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. And all that power comes from a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. 0 to 60 is going to be right around 5.2 seconds. On top of that, you'll get about 23 city and about 31 miles per gallon on the highway, which are really great numbers for that kind of performance, honestly. Transmission is going to be a 7-speed automatic. This is going to also have all-wheel drive. And lastly, this starts at about $51,000. And as this one is optioned, it is just shy of that $60,000 marker. So what does this have that the base one does not? It has the Driving Assistance Plus package. It also has the M Sport Pro package. And lastly, but not leastly, it also has the Premium package, which is a package that I pretty much almost always recommend. And on this car specifically, it's about $2,800. And once we get back on the interior, I'll show you all the things that this package has to offer. But let's hop on the outside, talk about some of the exterior goodies, and then we'll get right back into this. And I'll show you guys what the interior has to offer, because this is where you're going to spend most of your time, unless you're strapped to the roof. Before I hop out, I just want to show you guys this interior. I know that this is just a X1, but you're talking about like bucket seats in an X1? Come on, man. BMW has really stepped it up. And oh man, panoramic moonroof, sunroof. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ventilation, open. Oh. I'm a simple guy, I like BMWs, so I'm really not that simple, but heads-up display? Come on. And I know that's kind of just where we are with cars these days. They've become so fancy, and things that used to be like high-tier luxury are kind of affordable now. So here we are on the outside of the gorgeous BMW X1 M35i. And the first thing that I notice that sticks out to me is this grille. With the white color, the contrast is perfect. White, black, looks good together, always, timeless. Yeah. And look at that color. I'm gonna walk over and show you guys that color, because you guys have to see this color as well. So this color is also worth mentioning. I can't really capture it as nicely as I want to on this camera, but you can see it with the grass blowing and everything. And the name of this color is Blue Bay Lagoon Metallic. Man, oh man. Sun's coming back out, so I'm trying to get a good shot of it. These headlights, I'm a big fan of. And I think the stormy backdrop for this car just makes it look so menacing. And it's really not that scary. 312 horsepower, I'm saying, is fast for a fun little car like this. But it's nothing scary that's going to get anyone in trouble. It shouldn't, at least. You're going to get these nice wheels and these red calipers, which are part of the M Sport Professional package. 19-inch wheels. Let me add that. Overall, the rest of it is just going to be the shadow line trim. You're going to get some of that the black accents, which always just look good on any car you put it on. And then even around like the windows, you'll see more of that black shadow line package. Black mirror caps. It's all pretty nice. Throw in the roof rails on there, also black. And then on the back end, you'll have this diffuser with the quad tips. And trust me, these are real quad tips. And we'll pop this and then take a look on the inside in just a little bit. But for now, you guys just have to see this. Spoiler, cool taillights. Get a look at this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and open this, give that a little pop. And it's opening. And then in here, Pretty good sized trunk space. This is built on a small car platform. And then under here, you're gonna have a little bit more storage. You do get the real cargo mats, but this one has the rubberized M athletic cargo mats, which I like a lot better. When you're ready, you just go ahead and push this. Watch it close. Ta-da! Look at that. Oh my God. That's a good looking color right there. I'm going to pause right here and show you guys the key, as well as give a special thanks to BMW of Dayton over here in Dayton, Ohio. If you're in the area, be sure to stop in and ask for Nick, or special BMW genius, Jake, who's the man. Pretty normal key fob in modern BMW era. You're going to have remote start. You hit this 3 times. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That BMW logo. This is also your lock logo. You do have your unlock button right there, your trunk release, and your panic button. So all pretty straightforward on this key fob, and I really like the M Sport colors that are added. That detail right there is so cool. I hope the camera can really pick that up. Open up this rear seats area. I don't know why I said that so funny. And really quick, I just want to show you guys, this does have a pass-through that's right there. And then fancy, because these seats, normally the pull tabs are on the rear. Pull tabs are right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as well. Well, actually, I'm gonna move that seat up first. All right, and with the seats down, take a look at how much space you get. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's walk around this side. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. Okay, X1. Plenty of usable space. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and hop in. These have a tiny bit of recline to them, just a tiny bit. So now I can actually tilt these seats back just a little bit. This is that nice vegan leather with a little bit of the Alcantara in that, and I really like that, so I'm happy back here. Plenty of headroom, as you guys can see. You had somebody sitting here that's a little bit shorter, like 5'5", 5'6". Look how much room I would have, a ton. So the X1 isn't little by any measure, and sneak peek to up front so you guys can see all that goodness. The only thing else back here to point out is I really like the attention to detail with these doors. HK sound system looks really good. The Harman Kardon is one of my favorites, so you know, some people will say I don't know media and music and sound, but that's fine. Rear vents, rear charge ports. Unfortunately, with these sporty seats, I guess you're around the track, you don't really need a map, so BMW doesn't give you any of those, and you also don't get the little holders that they started doing on a lot of the regular traditional seats. But looking up front, panoramic moonroof, sunroof combo, you can't beat that, as I always say. And this is just a great interior. Just look at that. This little attention to detail around this car. And nobody in BMW corporate has to care about the X1 because it's their entry-level SUV. But they still do, and I love that. The last thing that I want to talk about on the outside is as I walk away from the car, you're going to notice that it will lock itself because it does have the comfort access. And so it does use all those proximity sensors to lock and unlock the door. As I walk up to it, it will unlock, you'll hear the beep. And if it doesn't do that, you can just lock it from here, these little grooves on the door, or you stick your hand underneath here, and that's how you unlock. Pretty nice, huh? So let's go ahead and talk about some features. As you can see, I had the seat set a little bit higher, but I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this back. Look at this, oh, crazy. I think these are like 16-way adjustable seats. Does anybody really need that? No, but do we all want something nice? Yes. All right, so we're back up front in the nice air conditioning. And the first thing I'm gonna point out to you guys is this M Sport steering wheel. I really like this, and I even like these little paddle shifters. At first, I didn't really like them, but they've grown on me since I've sat here. So you got your little plus little right there, your little minel right there, and a little boost button on that one, because you got a little split second of boost technology right there to give you max performance. Anyways, where was I? Everything else is pretty straightforward. On the left-hand side, you're gonna have your normal door, mirror, side controls, all that. Down here is where your trunk release button's gonna be right there. Headlight controls right there, automatic. And this screen has a lot of information. I really like this wraparound. I think BMW has done a good job integrating this iDrive system in the X1s. Doesn't feel like an afterthought, looks good, big fan. And then on top of that, they kept these two physical buttons here for your rear and front defrosters. 10 out of 10, good choice. Up here, you guys will probably see it. It's flickering a little bit, but it does have a heads-up display. Really recommend that. Again, part of that premium package. And then this screen right here has a lot to offer. Really customizable. I'm not going to dive into it because I've dived into it on almost every BMW video, but it has a little bit of configuration. Heads-up display also has some configuration. I'm going to try to show you guys some of those right there. You can even get your GPS in there, sport view, your curve ahead view, and it tells you that a curve's coming up on the road. They know that you're going to be spiritedly driving in this, and they want to make sure you're safe. Same thing here. You can change this middle screen to different type of content that you want to see. Route preview right there. You can have the map in case you need GPS directions to BMW of Dayton. And then other than that, you got your G meter for G forces, and then media. So a little bit of configuration. Can't blame BMW for what they put there. And just a little PSA, this is where your turn signal is. So just something you BMW drivers need to know. Let's go over to this screen. I'll talk about a few things. The first thing, since we're already on this screen, driver assistance features. Let's go to driving. You're going to have your speed limit assistant, speed limit exceed warning, all of those there. Different assisted views. Let's go to safety, forward collision avoidance, warning, active blind spot monitoring, fatigue alert, and exit warnings. And then, of course, it'll tell you if you're breaking the speed limits. Parking cameras, parking sensors, you have all of those. You can even turn off the iconic sounds, the stop-start technology. You can activate what's called drive-off support, so if you're on snow and mud, it will help you get out of those situations, just helps you get started. So nice to have, you know. Can never be too safe these days. Go back into menu. You're going to have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You're going to have Amazon Alexa, BMW Assistant. You have what's called Drive Recorder, which allows you to use the cameras around the car to kind of basically act as a sentry mode. So it will go ahead and record any sort of movement, any sort of accidents. There's different triggers you can set, yada, yada. Climate control we'll dive into in a little bit, but because you have the premium package, you're also going to have this interior camera. I'm not logged into the BMW ID right now, so it's not going to work. But if you look up here, this is what this is, interior camera. So I guess if you want to see your kids, or you just want to have like a proof that you weren't texting and driving or something like that, you could. Exterior lighting, interior lighting, we'll click that. And you guys already know, if you've been watching me for a while, this is getting changed to flamingo pink. And if you look over here, you'll see it a little pink, a little bit under there too. So new owner, hopefully you like that, because I'm going to keep it that way until it's sold. Parking cameras, let's go into that. I love BMW's parking cameras. There's 1,000,001 options, 1,000,001 views, 3-dimensional view if you need that. Boop, 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 boop. You even got the car wash view. Look at that, look at that. You even got parking assistant, because this is, again, premium package, so it'll help you get in and out of spaces, find parking spots for you, and park for you. Gotta love that. Keep an eye on your car, make sure that your service is being met. Look at this, pretty sharp. Ooh, X1 looks good. Slowly becoming one of my favorites. Got your My modes, like pre-programmed modes, so if you wanted to go to like relax mode, you can hit that, and it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna close the shade, it'll adjust your climate, it'll set everything to what it needs to be. It'll even put your screen into like minimal mode. It just helps you get the vibe right in case you need to relax. You gotta like the My modes. Kind of gimmicky, but it's there for your pleasure. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't like that. Coming down here, you're gonna have a wireless charging pad, and you're gonna have your little BMW key right there. Go ahead and put that back. You're gonna have a cup holder right there. 2 charge ports right there. This is stationary, but if you click this button right here, boop, this will open up this center console area right there. And then you got plenty of storage underneath it as well. All of these buttons right here control pretty much everything that I just mentioned. So these are just little shortcuts, so you can go right into My modes. I don't think My modes deserves a spot on here, my own personal opinion. Volume button is all physical still. You can click this right here, and that brings you into your safety menu. And then your automatic brake hold, camera, stop start, and this is your shifter right here, which is kind of crazy that it's just sitting here floating, but not nice nonetheless. Let me move one more look at the seats, which are very comfortable. Even though they're very bolstered and aggressive, they actually feel pretty good, so I like these. The door design is pretty cool. You're gonna have a glove box down here, and great materials, great interior. Up top, like I said, panoramic controls and all that. Rear visor. What's up, guys? You can see me right there. I'm gonna close this up. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the HVAC controls. I talk about this a lot, but I want to give people the cliff notes. You always have this on your screen so you can easily adjust. If the passenger starts adjusting it, it'll turn off the sync. And if you need to go into settings even further, you can press this shortcut right here to adjust your heated seats and your heated steering wheel, but you press this fan, and this brings up the full menu. So I'm close out of this guy. And then this allows you to turn on sync again, adjust your fan speed, all of that is right there. You press this button right there again, and now you can go into even more settings and adjust the driver's side, passenger side, more of the same HVAC controls that are found in here. So easy to use system, looks a little scary, but really not that bad. And just like that, we've walked through the 2025 BMW X1 M135i. And I really like it. I know that a lot of people who review cars might say the same things over and over again, but one thing I want to say is I'm actually genuinely impressed that BMW has taken this level of effort and energy in an X1. And one, this 4-cylinder turbocharged engine in its lowest performance variant is like 180 horsepower. And I'm sure if you tuned it, you could even go lower than that. Then they have 225, they have 255. So BMW, with a tune, has taken this engine to the 312 horsepower. So performance is there, stopping power is there, handling is there. This, with even more power, if you're someone who's chasing that, this would be a fantastic daily driver. And I honestly, if I lived in a city, I would want an X1, and I would want one set up and built just like this. Because I love the white on black, I love the wheels, I love the panoramic, I love the little bit of luxury that's in here without having an overwhelming amount of tech that you can't ignore. It's in the screen. If you don't want to mess with it, don't mess with it. Other than that, you can talk to the car, you say, hey, BMW, and it listens to you, you tell it what you want, and it does it. Turn on my heated seats, turn on the heated steering wheel. I really like this car. That's all I gotta say. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know if there's anything that I missed or any packages that you would include, and if $57,000 is just way too much for this. And I know that the easy answer is yes, but we're talking 2025 pricing, and it's just the way things are. So if you're stuck in the 90s, I'm sorry, but that's just what cars cost these days, and I really like the X1. So I'm going to end on that note, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.